seconds. Come a little passenger, just a little bit. Ah! Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Good morning, all. We are headed out for day 2 on the trails with a line of 6 rigs again, 5 Jeeps and 1 Toyota again.
Good morning. Today we are running Onion Creek, Rose Garden Hill, and Top of the World.
Current temperature is 83 degrees, expected 93 today. Partly cloudy, we're hoping the clouds block some of the sun. That's what really makes the heat turn up. We have a 45-minute drive to the trailhead. Made it to the Onion Creek trailhead. Everyone's getting aired down. It's a gorgeous drive in here from the Airbnb, 45 minutes total, 25 minutes from town, and it was just an awesome drive. Onion Creek's not necessarily hard. I've heard it's pretty much like stone road like this, but a little washboarded. Might as well air down here, save our backs, and it should be a pretty easy ride to get over to Rose Garden, which is the one trail we were a little bit worried about going into the week. Heard mixed things on how hard it is. So I'm going straight over to 14 PSI and start there. This area is absolutely beautiful. We have some friends of ours that said that this is one of their favorite trails in the Moab area just for the scenery. For some reason I'm not going uphill quite as fast. Woo! Getting close to the end of Onion Creek and had a little hill climb to get up here. Beautiful view. Getting close to Rose Garden is going to be next. Made it to the top of Onion Creek. At the end, close to the end anyway, there's this climb. It brings you to this view. Gorgeous. And there's a nice camp spot here. Looks like as we come to the end of Onion Creek Trail, kind of get up on the top here and you're on a big open plain. And according to our Onyx map, Rose Garden should be off to our left here in a very short bit. We're keeping an eye out for that. Found a nice campsite on the top, beautiful up here. This is going to be our left, turning onto Rose Garden.
How you guys doing? Good. Video out the window.
been going down Rose Garden now for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it's pretty much just stuff like this. Little off cambers, small rocks, nothing hard at all. Just makes it a little more interesting driving on a normal dirt road. And from the looks of the trail, it looks like we are getting pretty close to being on our rock crawl here in just a few minutes. From what Lance was reading to me, sounds like it is roughly a quarter mile long of the hard stuff. I'm guessing that's Rose Garden Hill up there. You can kind of see the line there. We've been on this track now for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. But it looks like we maybe have arrived. Let's see what happens. Yeah, looks like we made it to the actual rock crawl. So let's just start out working our way up, spaced out, and we can get to some harder ledges and stuff and get out the spot there. Everything's climbing at once. If you can go 2 feet passenger, it might be a little better. You can only go back about 3 feet though. Yeah, one more foot and then straight. Slightly driver as you go forward. You're on a slope, you should be good. You just need to bump your back tires up. Keep moving, keep moving. Right there. Yeah, keep her moving, keep going. Looking good, don't stop. All right. Both lockers on.
Straight or turn?
You come up. Right behind you. Looking good. Alright, passenger as soon as you can. Cable in. Cable in. 2 more feet. Hey, forward momentum there so you can get to stop. So John has Kyle trying his crawl control stuff here. Okay, forward momentum there. As soon as you get to here, stop. Okay, or keep going.
You want me up on the next shelf?
Yeah, go. Driver.
There you go.
Very nice.
Tom, try to get in the habit of looking out at your tire, because a lot of times we say it straight or whatever, you're turning your tire the opposite way.
Yeah, you're just gonna follow Kyle's line, basically. Just straight, nope, straight. Keep it strong. I just follow Kyle.
Hold that passenger the whole time going up. Another 2 feet. Now straight. Now driver hard. That's gonna push you over, you'll be okay.
Keep going?
Yep, keep going. Almost there. Yep. Perfect. Nice.
Straight ahead from there. Follow the way.
Look at that.
It's a lot for this little guy.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't yank up those ledges though. Nice job.
That's the line. Yep, straighten out a little bit. Straighten out. If you got it. There you go, dude. Then do hard driver. Does someone park their vehicle right in the way?
There you go. Nice driving, Randy.
Alright, John is an experienced off-roader if you've seen some of my other videos, so we basically just told him to go ahead and take his own line, and I got a radio in hand in case I see something obvious I can holler at him, but otherwise he's going to pick his own line here and wants to work himself up. As you can see, he's taking a different line than everyone else did. John's usually trying to point towards whatever the biggest ledges he can find. So then he'll give it a 2-foot bump here. Beautiful. Using that V in that rock there to keep himself on this side uphill. Sure, he'll come across the hill here and do these bigger ledges. Well, we made it to the top of Rose Garden Hill. We still have more of the trail to go yet, but from what I've seen in other videos and what I'm understanding is it's pretty easy from here. It's just that one hard section we just worked our way through, and even that for most of our Jeeps under at least a 37, 38, 40-inch tire, not a problem. A couple rock slider areas. We did have to winch the 4Runner in a couple spots, a lot of that being because it's a front open diff, and if he had a front locker, I think he probably could have climbed most of it, but that's just pretty risky to do with the IFS front to have that thing locked, so that's why he's chosen to not do that. And we're just over here chilling and having some lunch. See everybody hanging out and telling stories from the trip so far. We are out near top of the world Rose Garden. I found this rock, got purple in it. Remind me of Grandma and my grandpa, because he did rock tumbling. Keri says lunchtime is done. Let's get back on the trail. So lunch is over. We made it up the rock obstacle. What do you think of the trails after coming up that obstacle so far? What did you experience?
The obstacle was fun. The trails afterwards are easygoing, which is nice because we just ate lunch. So we're all just letting our food digest and contemplating that afternoon nap. But there's no time for that because we got trail to ride.
So she's not telling you about the ledges that she drove along, and there was a cliff on the right side, the passenger side of the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
She was nervous about it, but she must have forgot already, that whole like blocking out bad memories thing. But now we're on easy trail. I'll turn the camera on and show you guys. She says, I wasn't super nervous. I should have turned the camera on, but I was too busy walking her down from a ledge. Jeep, or that 4Runner is bouncing. Keeping it interesting.
Yeah, is that wheel up there?
I missed it, but I could see it from behind a little bit.
Nice driving.
Thank you.
I was going to ask if you wanted to anchor, but you did fine.
I
Yeah.
thought it was going.
Yeah.
So we had figured out that Rose Garden Hill is a lot longer trail than we kind of thought. Kind of had a long section of rock, very bumpy. Even though this is a little bit bumpy, it's way smoother than it was. It's just bumpy enough to be obnoxious. Kind of got out to this area that's about the halfway point, but it turns into a little bit more of what looks like a road. But of course the camera's not going to do justice, but the views are pretty darn gorgeous out there. And again, we're about the halfway point. Trail to top of the world. So on Onyx, there is this little leg right here, and it looks like it's at the bottom of it. Onyx actually shows it says top of the world's up there. So far, the top of the world trail has just been rocky, tough and challenging, and just rocky enough to make you have to move slow. So pretty slow going. According to my on the Onyx distance tool, it looks like about 3.5 miles out to the top of the world from up here to the point. Keri, tell me what the trail to the top of the world is like.
Bumpy and boring.
Boring. Suppose if you've never been rock crawling before, this might excite you. So this is not too far from the top of the world. It's been kind of boring drive out here, very small ledges. So these ledges are halfway decent, so we decided we're gonna try to wake up the crowd by climbing some ledges. From there, a little bit, go another foot back now, and go a little passenger as you go forward with momentum, just a little bit. There you go. Yep. Same thing here, I would just hug that passenger wall. Yeet! straight forward. All right, now start coming, driver. If you stay a little bit passenger like that, it should be good, because your front end's gonna lift. If you're cool like that side-by-side guy, you're gonna do it in two-wheel drive. The ground isn't as dug out up here, so that's why he's getting over there. Hopefully that'll allow him not be as undercut. Nope. Looks like there's a lot of rock stacking goes on here at top of the world. Keri single-handedly takes down the highway. Roll through that with momentum. Go, go. Two more feet and straighten out. There you go. Now your back end's gonna need some momentum to bump over and drive straight through. Two more feet, one more foot. Okay, a little driver as you go forward. You're gonna need momentum from there. Yep. It's a good line, Kyle. Perfect. Randy, aim that passenger tire for this point of rock right here. Yep, that's it. A little momentum to bump up. Hold that a little driver as you go forward. Going.
Okay. Where I was going.
Yeah, now driver.
We're taking the opposite way we came up, down. And this has some decent ledges here too. Probably less than the other route. And we're just trying to find the simplest way to get down. This vehicle not having a super ton of flex on that front IFS. It gets a little tippy coming down. I'll take you guys down over here. There's a big old ledge over here. I almost set my Jeep down this ledge. This is more of a slope here, a lot better. These should get light. Yeah, it's like when the front end comes down, the back end gets light.
It does not like going down like that for some reason.
Randy and John, the back of the pack here. I am getting hungry, and we are a long, long way from dinner. It took a lot longer to get back here than all the books said, and I felt like we were moving the whole time. It's kind of my experience last time being here too. It's like almost like they don't account for stopping to pee and all the little stuff. Again, I would never, to do this again, I'm not going to go run Rose Garden first. I'm going to just come run Top of the World from the north side, not come in from the south. It was okay, but too long of a day. It's hard when you're coming down because you have no idea what's in front of you. You just see the top of the ledge. So having somebody get out and spot, it does slow things down, but keeps things safe. Yeah, everybody just hug that far driver's side of the trail there. There, now straight. Yep. So, no flex here. Built a little highway, but this thing wants to get tippy. Also, we have Moran to give him a little tension on the back, so bad things don't happen. If you can get more driver, you need to do that. Okay, come a little passenger, just a little bit.
I am floating. She got tension on me?
You're good, yep. Keep driving forward slow. Little passenger whenever you can. Okay, straighten out. You actually want to go a little driver if you can. Rear locker? Nope, okay, you got it. Just straight from there, John, straight. Well, y'all, that was a long, full day on the trails. I watched multiple videos going into this, read all the books and time. Man, I feel like we move at a pretty good speed down the trails. Anybody that's ever off-road with us, leave me a comment if you think I move too slow, but hey, we try to keep moving, try to keep the group rolling. But we started on the trails at 10 a.m. this morning, and I think it's like pushing 8 o'clock. I think it's actually after 8 before we made it to the Dewey. So you're talking, what, 10 hours. And all the books I saw said 3.5 for Rose and maybe another 3 for Top of the World. But yeah, we're sitting at 10 hours on the day. Obviously 1 hour for lunch break and things like that. But everybody's airing up. We have an hour drive back to the Airbnb. It was a great day, beautiful weather. Not super hot like we've had in the past. It was warm, but not super hot. So my opinion is skip Rose Garden. Just come run in through Dewey's Bridge up here. Run into the Top of the World. It has tons of ledges going up. There's like a circle up towards actually Top of the World. If you do that whole circle, you're going to get a lot of ledges, a lot of interesting, fun trails. I would just go that route. Or if you're going to go run Rose Garden, I would run down Onion Creek, run up Rose Garden, do the Rock Garden. There's a big flat at the top. Maybe even run down a couple 100 yards. There is a nice ledge trail there that's kind of neat. But I would just do the obstacles and come back down and get out. Because after that, you're talking 2 or 3 hours of trails that they're okay. If you're just looking to spend a whole day out, I guess that's okay. But we wanted to kind of have a shorter day, be back by 6 or 7. We're not getting back till 9 before we eat dinner. Makes for a long day on the trails. So, good day overall. Just a little beat at this point. Need to get back, get to sleep. Tomorrow we are talking about Elephant Hill, and it's an hour-and-a-half drive there in the morning, 6.5 hours on the map, hour-and-a-half home. So it's going to be another long day, full day tomorrow. Tuesday is our off day, so people can go relax, go into town, that kind of thing. We are ending our day at Dewey's Bridge. Beautiful sun going down. I guess this thing was in operation till not too long ago, 2008. Built back in the early 1900s. That's what I was being told. Something about a forest fire burned it down, I heard. Station over there. I wonder if we're supposed to go there first. There's nothing alluding to that though. So we are officially on Elephant Hill Road. According to what Onyx has marked, this is the start of what they mark for this trail. And we'll be on this for a little while, and then it will turn into a directional trail with a clockwise direction, basically a circle, and coming back out this way from what I can tell. So we took Elephant Hill Road back in, and it does look like there is a station back here. I was kind of wondering as we approached, there's no real signs telling you that. Probably had about a 5-minute drive to get back in here, and just a nice gravel road, very well maintained. Keep right, looks like there's a bathroom there. Elephant Hill permit required. Day use, backcountry permit required for camping. All types of highway vehicles, ORVs, including street legal vehicles, are prohibited. Okay, we made it to the Elephant Hill parking lot. Came down Elephant Road for about 5 minutes. And from what we're seeing, the entrance is down over this way. We aired up for the hour drive each way, hour and a half. So airing down, definitely curious to see what this trail is all about. We've heard from multiple people that this is their favorite trail in Moab. It's supposed to be a 6-hour loop. Let's see if we agree.
It's kind of like a little parking lot.
Keri, this kind of feels like we're like in off-roading in Disney World, like the obstacles and the rocks and all this stuff, like they almost feel very man-made and established. It has a different look to it. It's kind of neat. Like some of the spots that would erode away, they have laid concrete down in so the rocks don't go away. There's a lot of tight spots in here.
Hard right at the bottom.
That's pretty steep.
I don't like it. John, are you behind Kyle?
You guys can see like the concrete they laid in here. Still pretty steep. It's legit coming down here. Alright, we have reached the spot that is pull in and back down the hill. So I've talked to other people that said this spot made them pretty darn nervous. As I pull forward here, you guys will see the sign I'm pulling up to. Pull in and back up. So I'm out. Keri doesn't want to drive it, so I'm driving it. She's spotting. It's the first for us for sure.
That's a good line, babe. Can you wheel a little more passenger? Passenger. There you go. Your passenger wheel is about to drop a little bit further than your driver, but you're looking good. Yep, looking good. Keep ahead, passenger. Stop right there. Hard driver and pull forward like 3 feet. There? Yep. That's our line down the hill.
Backwards down the hill climb.
Driver? Here.
Their driver.
Yep.
I'll get out and film after I get down these other guys.
Your driver here. Passenger wheels will drop. Yep.
Ah!
Stop it.
That's your jerk.
I guess my question is, do I keep backing down backwards the whole way?
No, baby, I think you were supposed to back up into this corner over here, right? And then you nose down that way?
That's possible, but I don't see any tire marks there, so... I'm wondering why we're backing down at 2. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't just drive down this, but it's got to be what's ahead of me for some reason.
I like it.
I'm actually turning my Jeep around because we kind of like got out and looked at it and said, why do they have us
That
turning
right
up here? We can't see any reason to back down this. So it almost seems more dangerous. Lance is coming down what I was supposed to, or what I did back down.
You got plenty of room over here, babe.
Cool. Trying to use the ledge over here. Said somebody has that sign webcam to see who backs up there, and they're all rolling on the floor laughing right now. Keri said the National Parks guys are all laughing at us right now. We have reached the beginning of the loop. So to the right is one way, do not enter. To the left is the route we will be taking. We are about 45 minutes into the day right now.
Wow, look at that.
The spot back here, we could have gotten out and went underneath one of the rocks.
Oh yeah. Full mirrors in. Which one do we pick? Devil's Lane or Devil's Kitchen? Well, we took Devil's Lane. It's like a big sandy kind of flat area. go back in here. We'll see if we come across another group of them. There's the tumbleweeds are collecting in the little crevasse areas, like piles and piles of them.
This part's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
Totally agree. That was neat. It is windy, but we're at the Silver Stairs.
And we were almost to that spot.
Smooth rock, no big deal. We decided we're not going to do the overlook. It's such a long drive here, we're all low on fuel, so we're going to continue down the loop and head back to the trailhead. Even from there, we still have an hour and a half to town, and we're all at about a half a tank, so we're going to be riding back on fumes as it is. So if you're coming here from Moab, I would advise coming with extra fuel. The Rangers told us the closest station is 60 miles from here, which is basically back in Moab. Towards the last third of the loop here. Well, this is the end of the loop here, so we have completed the loop. I would say that the drive into the loop is probably much harder than the loop itself. So two-way traffic is going to begin again here. That's the way we took into the loop. And again, this road into the loop area is probably the hardest part of the whole trail in my opinion. A couple other little neat things. The narrow little area. Just beautiful views. The rock formations are huge. They look like, you know, you look at them in an image, and they look like it's small little rocks, but they are gigantic, hundreds of feet tall. We opted again for not doing a lot of the offshoots just because of fuel and time. Yesterday was a very long day. Alright, we are working our way back. This is our pull in and back down, which for us, we just came down, backed up, and went and drove on, which I think is safer than trying to back down this hill. It's a tight turn here, it's a couple point turn, but very doable. Looking good up front, Kyle. You got 4 feet. 3, 2, 1.
Want me to wait up here for you?
3 inches.
You want me to keep going?
You're clearing. Straighten out.